Donald Trump is separating immigrant families, ripping children from their parents, and traumatizing kids for life. It's beyond cruel, and Americans will not stand for it. Let's give this a listen.
This indiscriminate immigration enforcement has led to an increased number of family separations. According to a report earlier this year, more than 400 children have been sent to the Office of Refugee Resettlement Shelters from the interior of the United States.
Yeah, because they weren't their real parents. In many, many, many cases, they weren't even related to them at all. And plus, when all these immigrant children, by the hundreds of thousands, were coming into the United States, Border Patrol under Biden, or whatever the government entities were that were getting names and all that, they weren't even vetting, they weren't even checking. And I just saw the other day that many of these coyotes and these smugglers that were smuggling children in who didn't have their parents with them, they were completely all by themselves. They were being fed drugs. They were given THC gummies. They were given, what was it? NyQuil, I think it might have been. Yeah, they were given drugs to make them extremely tired. So whenever they were asked a question, they were just too out of it to answer. That way they wouldn't let it slip and say, no, that's not my dad, or that's not my mom. So that was happening
in
under
some
Democrats.
cases. Parents are being told that their children will be taken away unless they give up their right to a hearing.
Oh, please show us. Show us the documents. Show us the interview. Show us the instances, because all that is just your words. And I don't exactly wholeheartedly trust Democrats these days, especially not what they say.
And to their country of birth. In other cases, children who arrived as unaccompanied minors are being sent back to government shelters for months after they had already been released to vetted sponsors.
All right. Talking about children that were pouring in by the hundreds of thousands during the Biden administration, who was, I think he was a Democrat, right? I think that was y'all who were doing that. Let's see, the Democrats' Biden administration, they lost over 400,000 children in just 4 years. 400,000 children went completely missing only because of Democrats. They have absolutely nothing to stand on because they allowed 400,000 children to disappear. Probably way more than that, to be honest. Hillary has no problem with deportations. Crime, deport them. If they enter the country illegally, then they committed a crime. That's hilarious. Let's listen to Hillary Clinton.
If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes, and you have to try to learn English, and you have to wait in line.
The tables have turned. That was when she was running in 2008. So it wasn't forever ago. It was a little while ago, but it wasn't all that long ago. The Muslim Brotherhood is a dangerous organization and needs to be banned in the United States. Exactly what I voted for. Deport all illegal aliens. Americans first drives this terrorist crazy. You know, it's like 78% of Americans are for, not against, but for mass deportations. Democrats are domestic terrorists, yeah. Well, they're absolutely weaponizing the First Amendment to the absolute most extreme degree possible. If someone... Look, I think that's why they should have dismantled the CIA many years ago, because I bet that they're behind a lot of this shit. Because it seems to be something that they're effective at doing psyops. And I'm sure a lot of this probably has its roots in the CIA when they came up with all these ideas and they just passed them off to Democrats and say, here you go, happy hunting. If someone is arrested for DUI and there are kids in the vehicle, the driver goes to jail, the kids do not. Same thing for someone here illegally. By the way, had the illegals learned English, integrated into society, applied for citizenship, none of this would be happening. You shouldn't have supported open borders. When you break the law, you have to deal with the consequences. Yep. Too many Democrats, they don't believe in accountability anymore, and they don't believe in consequences. No, that was Obama and Biden. Trump wants the entire family deported, and so do we. Yeah, they've already been clear about that. Trump administration has already been clear about that. They're not separating children from their parents. They're not separating them from their families. In fact, they're having them take DNA tests to confirm that they are. That way, they will not, under any circumstances, even do that. And I'm sure while they're waiting for those results to come in, they're probably staying with whoever they're with, or maybe not. If they can't definitively prove, show me a family album, show me something that verifies that this is your child. Wait, what is that? Died hours after routine vaccines. Oh, vaccines. Why are you in charge of our nation's laws when you do not uphold and instead break them? Hey, 2 cats back to back. What part of illegal entry do you not understand? All right. Apparently she's promoting Hamas. Would not surprise me.